Hello and welcome to Behind the Chords, the podcast for Spirit of the Gulf, where we are getting to learn about members of the chorus. I'm Jamie Ryan. With us today is bass extraordinaire Carey Coleson.
Hi.
Yay!
Good morning.
Carey, have you always sung bass?
No, I actually started in Sweet Adelines a million years ago as a lead for about 3 months. And then I was like, this is too high. It hurts my throat. So hence the switch to bass. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you're a bass because I think you're amazing. I love your bass voice.
Well, thank you. That's nice. Thank you.
So what is your Sweet Adeline history? How did you find Sweet Adelines? What choruses have you sung in?
Spirit is the second chorus I've ever sung in as a member. I've sung with like at international, you get on the stage, you do this, you do that kind of stuff. But I was a member of Pride of Kentucky in Louisville, Kentucky. And I joined Sweet Adelines. It's kind of a funny story. I had moved to Louisville, Kentucky because I got recruited for a job with Humana there. I didn't know a soul. And I thought, well, I'm going to start looking for some group I could sing with because I'll meet some people that way. And I looked for like a year, but I didn't know anything at all about barbershop music. So I couldn't find what was a right fit for me. They had a lot of, sort of formal choral things. And I was like, that's not me. And then I was at lunch one day with a coworker and she was like, what are you doing next Tuesday? I said, nothing. And she's like, do you want to come to this dress rehearsal from this chorus I sang with? I go, chorus? You sing the chorus? What kind of chorus? Where is it? What kind of music? And I was like on her, like white on rice. I mean, I was like, yes, I want to come. Yes, I want to come. Well, the first rehearsal I went to was their dress rehearsal for contest. And you have to keep in mind that this was 35 plus years ago, where they were just sort of moving out of the whole realm of wearing matching hair and everything, but they all had on their contest dresses and their stage makeup, matching lipstick, blue eyeshadow. And I thought, oh my God, this is like Rocky Horror. And I was like totally freaked out. I was like, I don't know. And then they started to sing and I was like, well, the singing's good, but I don't know about all this other stuff. And when I finally came back to the rehearsal, because they had their contest the next week, so they didn't have rehearsal that next week. When I came back, the director, who's a lifelong friend of mine now, she was like, we swore we were never going to see you again. We thought she's not coming back. I did. I stuck around. And so there you go.
That is awesome. And you quartet now, right? Have you quartetted before?
Yes, I have been in a number of different quartets. I was fortunate enough to win quartet contests in Region 4 5 times. Various quartets have. So I have 5 regional championship medals and then various other second, third, fourth place medals and things like that. So yeah, and now I'm singing in Glimmer with Maria and Shoshana and Lisa.
That is awesome. So you've competed as a quartet on the international stage.
I have.
That's awesome.
I have done that. Yes. It's a similar but bigger experience than regional, I mean, people in the audience that people that you don't know, but it's great. It's great fun.
I was going to say it sounds horrifying to me because
no, it's great. I love that stuff. So I love the whole competition thing. I love working and perfecting something and as a unit and that's really gratifying. And then, you try to go out there and do your best job. Of course, everybody's knees turn to jelly and you're shaking and everything else, but you get through it. It's fun. And then you get off stage and you go, can I do it again? Because I think I can do it better.
Right. Oh, yeah. Don't we always do that? Okay, so this is a good segue for me because we were talking on Tuesday at rehearsal about you doing other things that were competitive and it blew me away. So tell us about the ballroom stuff.
Yeah, so only I could pick another hobby that required eyelashes and an all-in-one. I mean, I haven't done it in a number of years now because I started having problems with my feet but I was a competitive ballroom dancer for about 10 years and it's so cool. Great fun. It was great fun. I had a really good friend from high school and she and her husband danced and I got to see them dance a few times. and just thought, I really want to learn how to do that. I love that. And finally, one time I was chatting with a friend and she was like, oh, I know somebody who does this. And I knew that this person she was talking about was a widow. And I thought, well, she doesn't have a partner I know of. So I thought, I don't have to have a partner. I could do this and just go on my own. So I'm a single person. And so I went there and I started learning from my professional teacher. And so we started doing, pro-am competitions. So I was like, it was great. And I love doing it. It's great fun. I mean, and it was, jokingly when I was doing that while I was still working, and I used to tell my coworkers, I'm like, I got to leave because I got to go to therapy, because it was like, when you're doing something like that, you can't think about if you've got your head this way or that way, and you can't think about work. You got to think about, does my head go that way or does my foot go that way? And so after an hour of dancing, I'd be like, oh, this is great. I feel much more relaxed. So I loved it. I would still be doing it if my feet were cooperating, but they're not cooperating as much now. So
if you are inclined to share a video, I'd be happy to post it on the chorus website so people can see you dance if you want to do that.
I have some. I would need to see if I could find one, but yeah, I have some.
That's awesome. All right. Fun. So you mentioned that you moved for Humana. What did you do for work?
I started there. I moved to Louisville after I got out of graduate school. I just finished getting an MBA at William and Mary in Virginia, and I got recruited for this job over at Humana. I didn't know Louisville, and I was like, it's fine, I'll meet people. And I started in the management training program, and in my head, it was going to be my first job out of grad school. And 35 years later, I retired from the company. And, it seemed like in a blink of an eye, it went by. But I had various jobs in the company. Started in the training program, worked in a variety of different places there, eventually landed in the sales area where my boss was the VP of sales for what was a new product for Humana, which is today called Medicare Advantage plans. And so lots and lots of people over 65 have Medicare Advantage plans. And so I was sort of his right hand, and mostly in an administrative capacity, but the job and the rules around these products changed and it became very compliance focused. So I became a compliance officer in the sales group. So I eventually had a staff of people that worked for me, and we were responsible for oversight of sales agents around the country who sold our Medicare plans.
All right. So listen, we are to the rapid fire. I know before we started recording, I said, don't pick 3 because everybody else does, but you pick whatever number you want. 1 through 5.
I'm going for number 1.
Oh, nice. And throw my glasses on. So now there's going to be a reflection of the light.
I hope I don't just draw a blank when you get to some question. I'm like, I don't know.
Some of them are, some of them are easy. Some of them I probably couldn't answer. So don't ask me, but I get to ask you.
Okay.
Right. Here's number 1.
Give it a shot.
All right. What was your first concert?
Oh, I think my first concert was the Commodores and the Emotions.
Nice.
It was.
Number 2, what is your most used emoji?
Ooh. Most used emoji. It's probably a heart or a thumbs up or something lame like that.
Probably me too, honestly. What is one word friends would use to describe you?
I think people would say, one word. I'd say they're a good listener, loyal.
That's awesome. Number 4, what's your hidden talent? I took away the ballroom dancing thing.
This is one of those ones I knew I was going to oh my gosh, what's my hidden talent? I don't know what my hidden talent would be. Maybe it's the ballroom dancing thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I took that away from you, but because I knew about your ballroom dancing.
Well, I was going to say, if somebody asked me, can you do the samba? I'm like, yes, I can. What?
And jive and
I did all of them. Yeah, I did all of them. I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, we can go with ballroom dancing because it was certainly hidden from me until Tuesday.
Well, it's not exactly like a big, it doesn't come up in conversation very often. I don't know.
Right.
I don't remember how it came up when we were sitting there talking about
I
it
don't
Tuesday.
either.
Yeah.
I don't either, but I'm glad it did because I thought it was awesome. Number 5, do you have a bucket list travel destination?
Oh gosh, I got a ton of them. Yes, I have been very fortunate to do some great travel so far. So I've actually hit a lot of my bucket list places, but I definitely want to do a Northern Lights trip someplace. So a friend of mine and I actually are investigating cruises along the Norwegian coastline in the middle of winter. Yeah, that one's the one I think I'm a little crazy. I'm actually unfortunately not going to be at the Christmas show this year because I'm doing a bucket list trip that we are going on a Christmas markets river cruise to do all these European Christmas markets in December. So,
So cool.
and I'd love to go see the Great Wall of China.
Oh, wow. All right. I'm
I've
writing something
I've been to
down
New
so I can.
Zealand and Australia, and that was fabulous. That was on my bucket list, so I crossed that off. And there's so many more. I love to travel, so yeah, that's definitely something I would love to do.
Cool. All right. Number 6, if you had sorry, this is a hard one. If you had a theme song, what would it be?
Ooh, if I had a theme song.
It's not really much of a rapid fire, is it? That's a pretty deep question.
That is kind of deep. I don't know. Um, it's not something I would normally have thought of as my theme song, but I relate a lot to what the chorus is singing when we sing "Don't Stop." I mean, it's sort of like, okay, yeah, yesterday was yesterday. Move forward. Let's
I love it. Do you have a go-to karaoke song?
Um, I kind of like to sing "Landslide." Fleetwood Mac, "Landslide."
Oh, okay. Okay.
I also have a
Here's an
couple of
easy
Bonnie
one.
Raitt songs too, huh? And
Oh,
some Bonnie Raitt
nice.
stuff too.
Yeah, it sounds like that's be the right range for you.
It kind of, yeah,
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
Number 8. This is an easy one. Cats, dogs, or other?
Oh, dogs. He's right here, right behind me.
Nice.
He's around here somewhere. In fact, normally when I'm doing this and I'm talking to somebody on my laptop, if I have my hand down here, I pick my hand up and there's a ball that's been stuck in it. So I just have to toss it over my
He
shoulder.
wants to
Usually,
play.
he's just obsessive with the ball. So yeah.
Nice. All right. Number 9. Who is your celebrity doppelganger?
Oh my gosh, I don't know that I have one.
People used to tell me back in days of yore that I looked like Rosie O'Donnell. So,
Oh, I would never have said that.
yeah, but I
No,
used to get that a lot. So I'm looking at you trying to think I can't think of anybody off the top of my head
yeah, I
either.
was gonna say I have a lot of people that will come up to me and say, "Oh, I know somebody who just looks like you," and I'm like, "I'm
I get that
sorry,
a
but
lot
you know,
too. Yeah, like,
I don't know.
all
I
right.
don't know."
No, I'm not from Minnesota or whatever. I
Yeah,
get that a
really.
lot. And do you have a TV show that you could quote by heart?
No, I mean, there's a lot of them that are good that have a lot of good quotes. I mean, I know, there a handful from Seinfeld and Friends and all that other stuff, but there's not any one that I'd say.
All right.
So,
Well, that is all 10. Look, those were new. I guess I should warn people that the rapid fire should pre-warn you what they're going to be.
yeah.
And
No,
it kind of takes away the
the
rapid
ones that
fire.
require deep thought, I don't have like an answer right on the top of my head, but
All
they're
right.
good ones.
So
They're all good questions.
thank you very much. I used some AI to make some of them.
Well, I was going
Do
to
you
say I
have
really enjoy watching these episodes because it really helps give you an insight onto a little bit more about what everybody's like. You don't happen to often have the time during a Tuesday rehearsal to just sort of sit and chat and learn things about everybody. So I love that you're doing this.
I appreciate that. It's a hoot for me because, like you said, we don't get to sit and talk to each other. So
Right.
I'm the winner in this situation because I get to sit and
We
talk
all
to
are.
everybody,
We all are. Yeah.
So that's awesome. All right. Before we wrap it up, is there anything you want to tell the chorus that I didn't think to ask you?
Uh, I'll tell you one short funny story too, that how I joined Spirit. I have a good friend who lives in Louisville who is a breeder and AKC judge, and she was who Karen Breitert got her first Westie from. And so one time when her name is Melinda Lyon, one time when Melinda and I were down, she was down here visiting me after I bought my home here. She was here for the weekend that Spirit has their holiday show. And so we went to the show and got a chance to chat with Karen after the whole thing was all over with. And she was asking Melinda, "Oh, it's so great to see you. How long are you here?" "I'm only here for a few more days." And she looked at me, she goes, "Well, how long are you here?" I said, "I'm here till April. I own a home." "Well, why aren't you at rehearsal?" I said, "Okay, I'll come. And so that's how I got to Spirit. Because Karen was telling me, she goes, "You better get your butt there." I said, "Okay, I'm coming. So, I mean, I had plans to anyway, but she sort of helped expedite things a little bit.
But when Karen Breitert speaks, people
Hey,
listen.
that's true. There you go.
That's
true.
Awesome. Thank you for the taking the time to talk with me on such short notice. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And we will see you at rehearsal soon.
Yep.
Thanks.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.